Hello, everyone. It's Becky Livingston with Pen Heel Marketing, and today I want to talk to you about crafting a profitable LinkedIn InMail message. If you're not using LinkedIn for more than networking and displaying your current work history, this is going to blow your mind. You can reach your target market easily with LinkedIn InMail messages. It's not free, but if you're looking to grow your leads this year, this could be a game changer for you. So, what is an in-mail message? It's a way of giving you access to specific people geographically by title, industry, or any other type of metric that you might be looking for. It is a paid account, so you can use this service. And the service level that you purchase through LinkedIn determines how many in-mail messages you can send each month. And did you know that according to Hootsuite, LinkedIn in-mail has a 300% higher response rate than email? HubSpot says that LinkedIn is 277% more effective in generating leads than Facebook or Twitter. And LinkedIn itself claims that 1 in 3 professionals on the planet are on LinkedIn. So, this is a great way for you to broaden your lead generation opportunities and to leverage social media while you do it. But before you get started, there's some things that you want to be thinking about. And this goes really before you start to craft the message. You want to align your strategy with your business model. So, what does that mean? If your company has no barriers between it and its customers, this channel will work well for you. But if your company has a middleman, sales funnel, distribution centers, or something like that in between the business and its customers, then this could be more challenging than it's probably more likely worth. So, just think about that, aligning this with your business model. Defining your people. The more you can narrow your target market, the more effective your in-mail messaging will be. For example, rather than targeting CEOs and executives, maybe you should consider procurement or operations professionals who would be using your services. Those people then red flag your business and do some research and determine if your solutions meet the challenges that they have. And finally, when you're thinking about the message to your target market, craft it with them in mind, using a conversational tone and some personalization. You want to avoid direct sales language in the introductory message and focus on a marketing connection and sharing information the person can use, one, to demonstrate your knowledge in their industry and understanding of their pain points, and two, your willingness to work with them, not just as a sales number. Now, as you start to think about your message, there's some items that you want to consider before you actually start to craft. Those were the things we just talked about. But then you also want to be thinking about subject lines and language and imagery if you plan to use that. One of the biggest ones that you want to be thinking about is the subject line. Aligning your subject line with something that will make the reader laugh or nod their head in agreement or cause them to seek more information is a great place to start. I use a headline generator a lot of times just to spark ideas and get some new feed into my brain. I use the title generator, I use the Hoth, I use SEO Presser. There's dozens of them out there. Just search for headline generators and put in a topic of interest that you want to have a headline written about, and you'll get back a whole bunch of different headlines. And some of them will resonate with you, and some of them may not. You also want to think about personalizing the message. Using the first name field in the greeting is great and it's very common. What I would suggest is try using the first name field somewhere in the body of the text just to give it a little bit more spark, a little bit more oomph to your message. Also, think about the language that you're using, inclusive language like the words we, us, together, collaboration. It helps to form relationship versus an I, our, company, and impersonal language. Remember, the message is about them and it's not about you. You also want to think about that call to action. Is the call to action what the reader would expect to be asked to do with whatever it is that you're talking about? For example, downloading our ebook today and begin prospering tomorrow. View this 2-minute video to gain 5 valuable tips, or listen to our most recent podcast for more information. You're generally not going to download a video. You're not going to view a podcast. So just remember to keep those terms relevant to the call to action that you're thinking about. And I also saw a great list of tips from LinkedIn itself about some formatting information. Starting your message off with a personal introduction like hi, or with the first name, of course, hi, or how are you, or it's been a while, something like that that's personal, and have a clear purpose that speaks specifically to your audience. Keep the copy short and concise, about 500 characters. That's not a lot of characters. Remember, Twitter's 140 characters, so it's about 4 times more than that. Formatting options like bulleting, italics, bolding, underlining, they're all available, but they're not recommended because they may not transfer correctly from device to device. So try to avoid using that. And also avoid the special characters, greater than, less than signs, the pound sign, percentage, brackets, umlauts, all those kinds of weird things. Try to avoid those, in particularly in the URL, because the characters may cause a hyperlink error. And finally, in the call to action hyperlink, communicate what's expected on your to happen when they get to your landing page. Sort of like what we just talked about. Download, view, listen, that kind of thing. And lastly, I just want to share a sample message with you, just to give you an idea of where these things go and what it might look like. The subject line, would you do a construction job with an Allen wrench? No. I would hope not anyway, but that could get someone's attention pretty quickly. You have the first name personalization. As someone that supports the construction industry, helps to identify who you are, what you do. It goes on to say, I know how important it is to have the right tools for the job. With big challenges some construction companies have to overcome, and identify a few of those challenges, and then suggesting that we send you something. In this case, they're going to be sending them a link to a document that someone can download and then therefore read. It says it's specifically for construction pros. It includes, and it tells us what it includes. And there's the call to action. Download the ebook today at, and then we have a link. And then we also, just to make things a little bit more exciting, we add a secondary call to action that if you'd like to chat, let's schedule a 20-minute free consultation. And then we add a link to that consultation page on their website, signature, name, phone number, email, and website. Pretty straightforward. You can use this formula, this method over and over and over again to reach your target audience, taking out some of the terms and adjusting it based on your industry or your target market. That's all I've got for you today. That's about a few minutes just to talk about some LinkedIn InMail messaging. If you need help crafting a message, running a campaign, give us a call. We can help you from start to finish. There's our online location and our phone number. Again, it's Becky at Penn Heel Marketing, and hope to hear from you soon. Take care.